Ohio. Ogre, the city. Since 1928. In the central part of Latvia. It is located on the right coast of Daugava, at confluence in her of the Ogre River, in 35 kilometers to the southeast from Riga. It is founded in 1874. The railway station of the same name on the line Riga-Krustpils. Climatic resort area. The name of the city happened from the Ogre River. The ancient Russian name of the river Yug. Since the 19th century there is the Russian legend that the name of the river came from the Russian word eel. According to this legend, the Russian Empress Catherine I, passing on local vicinities, I sent the soldiers to look for the small river where eels were found much, and in honor of this fish I called the river. However, it is only a legend. The present name of the river is known at least since the 17th century.
Archaeological excavations and chronicles of the Livonian War demonstrate that in the 13th century at confluence of the Ogre River with Daugava on the dry sandy hills overgrown with pine forests, there lived tribes of Bodices and Lato.
On two highest hills, Kentas and Zilai Colony, were located their ancient settlements. After invasion of Crusaders the area departed to the Riga bishop, then after the Livonian War to Poles and Swedes. As a result of Northern War these lands were a part of Russia. Numerous wars resulted in devastation of the area. In the 19th century in Ogre belonging to the Ichkelski manor there were some farms. The message between Riga and Ogre was supported by horse mail. Growth of Ogre was promoted by opening in 1861 of the Riga-Dvinsky Railroad.
The Riga rich men noticed the quiet, beautiful place on the bank of the river of Ogre, and a year when Railway Society and the Riga authorities opened several pleasure pavilions in Ogre. Later, in vicinities construction of docks which number reached several hundred soon began.
In Ogre long time wasn't the industrial enterprises, except cardboard factory which processed the wood rafting down the river Ogre. Then to avoid Ogre revolutionary storms of 1905. In 1904 a legal circle Elzerp in which more than 1,000 residents of the Ichkelski Volist took part was created. In January 1906 the retaliatory expedition which destroyed many participants of the movement was sent.
On the island of Ogre during World War I there passed entrenchments owing to what the settlement was almost completely destroyed by shelling.
On January 2, 1918 in Ogre the Soviet power which held on here till May 1919 was established. Soon after obtaining independence by Latvia, on February 25, 1928, Ogre received the status of the city. His resident population at the time made about 1,700 people. During the interwar period of Ogre continued to remain a small, quiet town stretched along the railroad. During World War II the city was damaged a little. After her termination and inclusion of Latvia in structure of the USSR of Ogre developed not only as the resort town, but also as the industrial center. Here the knitted plant which sold the products across all Soviet Union was constructed. As of January 1, 2015, according to the Central Statistical Office, the population of the city was 24322 inhabitants, or 25734 persons, according to the Register of Inhabitants. Office of Citizenship and Migration Affairs. In the city there was an Ogre knitted plant occupying the space more than 8 hectares. Products of the enterprise were known far outside Latvia. The joint stock company successfully cooperated with the countries of the foreign and neighboring countries.
Since 1998 the plant began to die away and now, 2021,
is closed. In a northern part of the city, the oldest enterprise of the city, cardboard factory, worked until recently, but it is at the moment also closed. Transport. Through the city there passes the railway line Riga-Kruspils. The electrified site Riga-Ace-Krakel. In the territory of the city the station of Ogre and 2 stopping points is located. On Ogre, from Rigi, and per Ogre, from Ace-Krakel. At the station of Ogre all trains, except trains of the international message do a stop. Through the city there passes the main state highway Riga-Daugavpils Kraslava-Patarnieki. The Latvian-Belarusian border. Also regional Albrecht Track P. Ogre comes to the city. Near the railway station of Ogre there is a bus station. There are also several intracity bus routes. Education and culture. Education is presented to Ogre by 3 comprehensive schools, including 1 Russian-speaking. A gymnasium. 1990. 7 operating kindergartens, including 1 Russian. Technical school, music school. The building was built in 1925 as hotel. Art school. The religion is presented by 3 churches. Orthodox, Catholic. 1997. An Evangelical Lutheran. 1936. From cultural and resort complexes in Ogre. Recreation Center, Children's Sanatorium. 1927. Boarding House. 1925. A sports complex, the swimming pool, an ice complex, a platform, the dendrology park. There is on the height Lasdukalns, Latvian. Lasdukalns. Historical places. Massachusetts graves of the Russian and German soldiers of the First and Second World Wars. Opposite to Catholic Church the memorable stone to the victims of communistic repressions is placed. Remarkable buildings. Mail. 1930. Ozbika. 1927. Hotel, bookstore. 1912. Sport. In 1988 the USSR's first commercial marathon along a route Riga-Ogre was carried up. The Ogre knitted plant sponsored. Famous people. Helnin Oskar Yelevich. 1895-1920. Is the gentleman of 2 awards of the Red Banner of Rusfers. Zelinsky Gunnar Alfredovich. 1931-1992. Is an actor, the director, the people's artist of the USSR. 1979. In the city lived Voldemir Zernestovich. 1949-2009. Radio fan designer. Gold Medal of Enia, 1989. Vayanis, Raymonds. River of 1966. The 9th President of Latvia. All so far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.